Hello. I'm finally playing a different game. I actually had this game for a long time. I just never was able to play it. And here's the thing. There's not a whole lot of stuff I can do with the audio situation. So, we're just gonna hope for the best here. Text box. I don't know many of these like settings. I never watched anyone play Ace Attorney. I've only heard about it. I only know some of the jokes that came around because of it. Other than that, I don't know anything. I know the basic premise. So I'm going into this completely blind. Let's hope that I can handle myself. Let's just hope. Also, I don't know if my little character down here is going to be in the way at all, so we'll just see. Hopefully not, but let's jump into it. We're going to go to the first game because I have the trilogy, because, you know, the meme! Okay, Per. Good to know. I know, Per, I said I was gonna stream at noon, but I realized I have plans at noon, so I streamed early. So, hello, Per. So yeah, finally gonna just frickin' jump into this game instead of just playing Hunkai forever. Ah, yes, don't care. Thanks, Per. How do I... Okay. I'm not used to these controls. Ah, yes, dripping blood. Lots of gas. Statue. Well! Didn't think we were jumping right into this. I can't get caught, not like this. Am I supposed to care about this guy? What in the... I'll make it look like he did it. So wait. That guy's the murderer. Why am I... Wow, first murder of the day. Yes, the first murder of the day. We'll see how many more happens today. Also, this isn't really going to be much of a surprise now that I already know who the murderer is. So, it's not... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I had an intruder. I know nothing about this game, and I'll be gone, so bye. Okay, bye, Per. Alright. Right, who's Mia? Hello. Oh, she's a chief. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Impressed by what? I did nothing. I just got here. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Well, it kind of just popped into my lap. I mean, I literally just got here, and then all of a sudden there's a murder. And I already know who the murderer is, so I don't know why I'm even here. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Wait, am I... Who am... I'm confused. Who was my client? Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. I don't think that's proper way that you should say that, Phoenix. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yeah, I was wondering who my defendant is. Yes, actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him? What is going on? He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Well, yeah, news to me too. I don't know what's going on. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Jesus. I mean... Wait, if he's the defendant... Isn't the defendant usually the guilty one? Like... Well, I'm not saying that all defendants are guilty, but... The defendant is the one who's suspected of murder, right? So am I covering up for that guy, or am I covering up for the guy that he, because the murderer did say he was gonna make it look like someone else murdered him, so maybe I'm defending that guy? It's over. Who the hell? My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? I don't know him. What do you mean? My client would never say such things. Damn it, it is. Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh God. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. No shit. No shit, Mia. What do you expect? No one just shouts, I want to die, and then just... sounds like he wants to die. Nah, I think he actually just wants an ice cream. Yeah. Huh? Oh, wait, is this is the guy that was framed, and I'm defending, he's my defendant. Okay, I'm pretty sure, because that haircut looks similar to the one in the intro. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm What? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. You literally just screamed that you were gonna die. What is going on? Why are you suddenly suicidal? What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? You literally... This guy is all over the place. First off, he's yelling he wants to die, comes over here, says, nah, say that I'm guilty, give me the death sentence, and now he's like, who did this? Why would they do this? Jesus, I never met a more, like, wish-washy person. Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Yeah, but you also frickin' gave me a cutscene in the beginning, which makes me believe it's not him. So... The papers may say him. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's my story. The first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. I feel like they did that last name on purpose. My best friend since grade school. Oh, that's why you said that you owed him a lot. You guys are best friends. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And wait a minute. Isn't there like a law against like people taking up cases when they know the person? Isn't that a thing? Like if they know them personally, like isn't there like a bias or something? I feel like that is a law, or in some sort of way. I know it's for the jury. I think the jury can't know the defendant, or else they'll be biased. I think. I could be wrong. But I have a feeling that is something somewhere. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. Why can't I be at District Courtroom number 1? Oh, okay, the judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. This guy looks freaking annoying. I accidentally clicked when I was moving my mouse. I didn't read what he said. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I don't sound ready. Ahem. Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Well, no kidding. I'm a little nervous. I have no evidence. I have no, like... I didn't go to the scene of the crime. I didn't look at anything. I just got thrown in here. I know nothing besides just her getting beaten with a statue. That's all I know. Your conduct during this trial will be decided the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Obviously, it's serious. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't like how he's staring at me. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be the tutorial, isn't it? Yes, Your Honor. Gold. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom, spaghetti. I want spaghetti now. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them correctly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. He's the defendant. Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Yeah, he's the defendant. Keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the oh god. Sorry. I don't know why it just suddenly died at the victim's name. Phew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover several times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was never told. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Something about you is distracting, and I'm not gonna point it out. I'm not gonna point it out. You don't even know the victim's name? No, you guys have just been calling her, like Larry's girlfriend. I don't know. Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check any time. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? That's my attorney badge. Cindy's autopsy report, so it's Cindy. Time of death was the 31st of, hold on, July. I believe that's July. Between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Oh, I almost accidentally pressed Cedar. No, it's Cindy. The victim's name is Sydney Stone. It sounds a lot more like kidney stone. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct? You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. I have a lot of confidence in you, Phoenix, definitely. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Is it Payne? Is that how you pronounce it? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. Yeah, I think that's what it looked like. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Well, you better. That's a murder weapon. Statue added to the court record. Okay. It's rather heavy. With it saying it's rather heavy, are we just going to imply that Larry can't pick it up? And that's how we're going to protect him or something? Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Obviously, it's evidence. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, God. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, God. Oh, no. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? Oh. God. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? You're really making yourself look very innocent here. Doesn't this face just scream innocence? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder. Then where is that guy? Isn't that suspicious that she leaves, comes back to the country with a new man, and then suddenly she ends up dead? Yet you're questioning the ex-boyfriend before you question the boyfriend or the person she was seeing. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a single word. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Okay. Sorry, I'm just also trying to look. So we know for a fact this is the murder weapon. Why do I have just an attorney badge? Anyways, this is probably going to get added. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to your courtroom records. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris. Okay, that adds up. That does add up, because her death file is the 31st. This is the 30th. So yes, she did arrive home the day prior. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I didn't think I would frickin' hear that on this game. Daddy's sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Uh-oh. Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Shouldn't I wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her, I wasn't able to read. I'm going to go to the bottom of this. Oh my god. That went too fast. I wasn't even able. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Here's the thing. They say that the motive, like, they're like, oh yeah, his motive is clear. He literally just admitted that he didn't know that she was frickin' seeing anyone. He just learned. So if you're saying that he killed her because she was out, like, sleeping with men and having sugar daddies, like, that makes no sense. He had no idea that any of that was happening before the trial, so why would he even assume, and why would he even kill her for that reason? Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh, great. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her. Oh, that's how he sounds? Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh, it's the murderer, isn't it? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz? Why do they have such, like, hard to pronounce names? Or, like, hard to read names? To the stand. Found the murderer! I found him! Alright, case closed. He's the murderer. Alright, let's wrap it up. Stream over, stream over. Alright, know who the murderer is. We're done. We're done. Alright, let's actually solve this case. I'm gonna just call him Frank. I'm not gonna frickin' pronounce his last name. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Frank, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Oh, wait, okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I look inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. No. It says she died around 4. Can I... What is... Oh, I'm just looking at people now. Okay, so... That's not how I thought you looked like. She died around 4 to 5. He's lying. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. I don't know if I could have done anything during that time, during the testimony. Larry, what didn't you tell the truth? Why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Yes, I can. I literally disproved it. I disproved it, at least. You said that she was dead around frickin' 1. Her time of death was between 4 and 5. He's lying. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Frank used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your parasol, whatever. Blackout record. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. So that was during the whole time. Even what the guy said was true, that the phone wasn't working, he claims it was around 4. Not 4. He claims it was around 1. So yes, the power was out during that time. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Yes! I can prove that he's lying. Lies? What? He was lying? Of course he was! He's the murderer! Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence in your hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. Okay. Open the courtroom with tab, then point the contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Alright, that's true. That is true. I thought he might have been in a hurry because he left the door half open. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her laying there, a woman not moving, dead. Unable to go inside, I thought about calling the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. That is true. However, I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. No, her death was later. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes No, it's the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Exactly. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Yeah, because he said, I remember the time exactly. Exactly. So no. Mr. Frank, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. I keep saying white. Like white, like if I have a lisp. Oh, what? Good job, White. Way to put it on your spot. I won't do that voice too long. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright, so this time I'm just listening. I'm not contradicting yet. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. How could she do that when the electricity has been off since noon? The program would not be able to say that it was 1 p.m. It would say at least it was 12. At the very most, it was 12. Not 1. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the taped program, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I don't know if it matters what thing it's on. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. No, because the electricity was out. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Exactly. So there couldn't have been a voice from the television. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Frank? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Gah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Frank? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. But my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Frank. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder... That's not the murder weapon. That must have been what I saw. Nope. The table clock? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. That's not the murder weapon. Actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. No, this is the murder weapon. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question. Just answer the question, Mr. Frank. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's the clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As was stated, the statue is indeed a clock. What do you mean? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So if this is actually a clock, which I find it hard to believe, but if this is literally a clock, and the only way you can check the time is to tilt its head, that means that Frank had to have been in the room and lifted it at least to get a time, even if, I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright? It appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Yes, actually. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Exactly. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Frank, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at your witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. What? He took off his hair? His toupee and threw it? It was him, I'm telling you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard was from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think about it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Wright heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear if you simply examine the clock battery, ask the neighbors, or try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is strange. Way to announce the... I think that certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. It's a 3-hour difference. That's why he thought it was 1. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Frank heard and the actual time of death. Try and talk your way out of this one. Yeah. You forgot one thing. While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't win this case. How can I prove it? You literally just said it was 1, it was 1, it was 1, it was 1. Whatever. He's right, how am I gonna prove that? Damn it, it was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indicate the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-contamination, Mr. Frank. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slimes. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away, not like that thing. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. No one could prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere to prove it. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say that the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence supporting this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that could prove the claim without a doubt. Tough word. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why. It can't be electric because this thing runs on batteries. The victim arrived home from Paris. Does Paris? I don't know if she would have brought a statue with her to Paris. Or did she get this from Paris? And that it's 3 hours behind. Should I just present this? I don't know. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day over here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Oh, so I was right. Okay. That's why the time you heard when you struck her head in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Or should I say Mr. Did It? shall it? Or did it? Okay, whatever. Why are you moving like that? What? Did you get freaking rabies? Where'd he go? He wasn't there. What's going on? Oh, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than I expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hooray! Confetti! Because obviously this happens in a courtroom. Confetti! And with that, the court is adjourned. Nice. Turns out that Frank was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what people were out of the house. And that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Frank let himself in to do dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, he grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Okay. Okay. I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you, honestly. It seems like you couldn't keep your cool, Phoenix. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Huh, interesting. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. What? Oh, are you just still sad that she's dead? Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man, forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, she is, I don't know if I could say that word on Twitch, so let me not, but let's just say she was floating around if you catch my drift. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Oh, God. Why do you keep making Butts jokes? Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. You want to give me the murder weapon that killed your girlfriend? And we're supposed to be best friends? What kind of messed up stuff is that? Why would I want that? Why would I want the freaking thing that killed your girlfriend? Ah, yes, I'm gonna set it right here. Hey, that's a cool looking, like, statue. Oh, it's a clock, and it's 9 hours ahead, and it's killed someone. A present for me? Oh, giving it to freaking Maya. Why would you give that to Mia? Maya, whatever, however you say her name. Why? Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. That's just... I could not accept that gift knowing what that thing has done. Even if it is a completely separate one, it's still very weird. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Mr. White? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Something that she left to show that... Oh. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just another chump to her, because she kept the gift. He said that he made that, and she kept it. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Oh. Well, whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Why was the screen black for that? Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Ah, great. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. Oh my god. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Wait, what? Is she gonna die? A brand new episode has been added and I got it achievement on Steam that you get to... Oh my... Yeah, I see. Yes, please save my progress, because if I lose all this, yep, just put it there. Alright. Oh, I'm jumping right into this. Oh, no, I'm not ready. I was gonna end it here. Because... because I really have stuff to do today. I can't be playing this game all day. And I have to stop myself before I get too carried away. But anyways, thank you guys for joining and watching this whole messed up trial thing. I had no idea what I was jumping into, but I have to say it was kind of enjoyable. I had a bit of fun, and the characters are always so wacky and out of control. It's really enjoyable. I do like it. And I don't know if I'll jump back on here either sometime today or sometime tomorrow, but I will be continuing this sometime soon. I'm hoping today, if I can get the stuff that I already planned on doing, if I get all that done. So, Don't worry, I won't, like, luckily in this game at least, I don't, have to frickin' do stuff off camera and then come back. I can just keep playing this on stream. Anyways, I'll stop yabbering on. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you next time. Alright, goodbye.